on, and then you're seeing, oh, well, Hunter needs to just go. I don't want him to come back. He said today he's up in the air. He doesn't know what he's going to do. He's going to give a speech, but he doesn't know if he's going to be back. And I see people being like, oh, let him go. We don't need him. And AB, I don't know where you exactly stand, but you seem to.
Yeah, you know.
Well, the more I'm saying it, there's no way you're telling me right now. I tell you, you get to choose. Hunter comes back. Hunter doesn't come back. Which one are you picking?
I think it's Hunter. And look, this isn't anything against him. He's really good. But in terms of the roster next year, if it's back with KJ, DeJuan, and Hunter as 3 of the 5 guys, it's not going to be any different than it is this year. And it's kind of crazy to me that no one you're saying that we can go out. But you're saying that we can go out and get this elite combo guard that can get to the rim and shoot the ball really well. This isn't fucking 2K. It's not create a player where we can just go create this prospect.
What are you going to do then? Who's going to play the 5?
That's kind of how I feel about Hunter.
AJ? Yeah.
It's going to be a complete question mark at the 5. But then last year, everyone was upset that KJ was playing the 5, and the staff was saying he's playing out of position. And we were saying we need to go get a center, and then we get a center, and then I feel like you can't just fill Hunter's. You can't just randomly grab someone from the portal or a freshman and just see if he's good or if he fits. Like, you know what you have in Hunter.
This is not the problem. It's not Hunter though.
I'm not saying it's Hunter, Ryan. I'm very clearly not saying this is on Hunter Dickinson. I'm just saying that we know how much Bill Self loves KJ Adams, and we know how much Bill Self loves DeJuan Harris. And if you have Hunter with them, that will not fit. It just won't. I don't care that Steph Curry and Klay Thompson on the wing. It won't matter.
Explain to me the lineup you want to see next year without Hunter Dickinson at the 5. What's the ideal lineup?
I would rather run it back out with KJ as a stretch 5 that can kind of just open the floor up and get 4 shooters. We saw that last year, and we say that it wasn't very good. We were so much better last year than this team is this year. Maybe not individually talented, but as a team, last year's team was a 1 seed. We thought they had an argument to be the #1 overall seed. Going into Selection Sunday, before we lost to Texas in the Big 12 championship, if we won that game, we might have been the #1 overall seed. And maybe we obviously we look back on that team with blinders and glasses because they lost in the 2nd round and they had all the shit go down with Bill, Norm Roberts coaching. It wasn't ideal. And yes, KJ is not a perfect center, but KJ isn't going anywhere either. So one way or another, you're going to have to make it work with KJ. The only option of those 3 guys to leave is Hunter. And it's not against him. I'm not saying that I think he's the issue. I'm not saying that he's not good or wouldn't be successful as the lead guy. I'm saying that I don't want to try again and hope that transfers come in because we're going to find a guy like Nick Timberlake that everyone's excited for. And those guys can fall on their face. I would rather run it back.
We could KJ at the 5.
Sure, we would.
6'7" center that isn't a center or rim protector.
So explain to me your lineup next year. Your ideal lineup next year is DeJuan Harris, Elmarco Jackson.
Elmarco's gone.
Okay, so DeJuan Harris and no transfer portal guys. So Jamari McDowell.
What are we talking about? Where are you
said you don't want to run it back with transfer guys. So what is your ideal starting lineup next year? If combo guards aren't possible, if it's not possible to go find a scoring guard, what is the lineup next year?
Well, what my argument is against running it back with the 3 instead of just the 2 is that you're going to have to find guys that are better and more productive than Kevin McCullough and Johnny Furphy. And if you think we can find that, okay.
Well,
I just don't see how KJ at the 5 would solve things offensively.
I don't know that it would, but you know what else wouldn't solve anything offensively? Is running it back with the KJ and Hunter in the lineup at the same time. That's not going to solve anything either.
I feel like Bill's had a lot of high-low teams.
In 2007, it's not really basketball anymore, though.
And I'm not even trying to argue here. I'm just actually trying to see a way that, okay, let's say your idea goes the way you want it to, which we end up with, let's say KJ at the 5. And so then you have DeJuan at point guard. And if we assume and we agree Furphy's gone and we think Elmarco's gone, that means you've got to go let's assume Jamari McDowell's back. So he's maybe starting. So then,
they're going to get
to me, I think we are right back to where we need to be, which is you got to go find scoring guards. And so in my mind, if you're going to go find scoring guards regardless, why would we not want the guy averaging 20 and 10 on that lineup? Like in that lineup with these scoring guards. If either way, we got to go find scoring guards.
Because we have scoring guards right now and we see how it works.
Do we know who the scoring guards?
I mean, Ryan, I know we're not super high and like it's not the most efficient. Kevin still averages almost 20 points a game. Johnny Furphy, since he started starting, he's averaged what? Probably 10 a game. Like, it's not like we have bums with him right now. They may not be the right fit for this lineup, but like at the end of the day, it's not like they're not productive. They might be our top two. They're definitely our top two options on the outside, but they're two of our three best options to score the ball overall.